Look, everyone talks about ESG like it's some kind of holy grail, right? Like it's the magic wand that's supposed to fix everything, from climate change to social justice, while also giving investors a clear moral pass. But here's the thing that people don't say loud enough. Are limited partners really using ESG because they want real change? Or is it just a cover, a slick excuse to hold on to power and keep the status quo safe and sound? This matters because if you're an LP, putting your money where it can actually make an impact, you deserve to know if you're part of the solution or just helping to prop up a system that's rigged against real progress. Think about it. Every fund you consider, every pitch you listen to, they parade out their ESG policies like a trophy. They talk green, they talk diversity, they promise the moon on social responsibility. But when you scratch the surface, how much of that is just a show? A well polished smokescreen to hide the same old game? That game where profits still come first, where uncomfortable truths are swept under the rug, and where real risk taking for the future is avoided like the plague. Here's the brutal truth: ESG has become a tool not just for change, but for leverage, for control, for self preservation. And as an LP, this should set off alarm bells for you. Because if you're buying into ESG at face value, if you're nodding along without demanding clear, measurable, and deep impact, then you're being played. You're part of the narrative that keeps fund managers comfortable, keeps them safe, and keeps your capital safe too. But at what cost? The cost is real. It's the loss of genuine transformation. It's the death of true accountability. It's the quiet suffocation of innovation under the weight of convenient buzzwords. But don't lose hope, because it's not too late. The power is in your hands, and your due diligence is where the game changes. If you want ESG to be more than just another line on a pitch deck, here's how you flip the script. First, reject the surface level promises. Stop being seduced by glossy reports filled with generic commitments that anyone could copy. Demand rigor. Insist on transparent data that tracks real impact over time. Make them show you the proof, not just the PR. If there's no hard evidence that their ESG approach is shaping outcomes, pull the plug. Second, measure what matters, beyond compliance. ESG is not just about ticking boxes or meeting industry standards. It's about challenging the very systems and business models that cause harm. Ask yourself, is this fund supporting companies actively reshaping industries? Are they backing founders who dare to question the status quo? Or are they just optimizing for safe, incremental changes? Demand portfolios built on transformation, not comfort. Third, use your voice to push for accountability. LPs aren't just silent check writers. You have more leverage than you think. Push for real discussions with GPs. Request that ESG isn't a static policy, but a continuous journey with clear milestones. If they falter, call it out. Transparency works both ways, and your vigilance can break the illusion. Fourth, embrace skepticism. Be critical of the hype around ESG, and don't fall for the tendency to accept things because they are trendy. Keep your radar on for lip service, funds that say the right words but don't live them. It's better to walk away and wait for genuine opportunities than to get caught in the trap of hollow promises. Fifth, build alliances with other LPs who are serious about this. Change comes from numbers and unity. Together, you can set standards and demand better practices at a scale that fund managers simply can't ignore. Don't underestimate the power of collective, focused pressure. Now ask yourself, what kind of LP do you want to be? The one who slept through history while greenwashing ran rampant? Or the one who stood up and demanded real change, investing in futures that truly matter? The one who burned through excuses and leveraged every dollar to forge a path beyond profitable mediocrity? You can be that LP, the one who stops waiting for change to come and makes it happen. Because real ESG, that's not easy, it's not convenient, and it certainly doesn't fit into neat quarterly reports. Real ESG is messy, it's challenging, but it's also the gateway to lasting impact that goes deeper than superficial gains. Imagine funds where ESG isn't a box to check, but a living, breathing DNA that shapes every decision. Imagine portfolios where every company, every founder, every product is driving towards a future where profit doesn't come at humanity's expense, but works in harmony with it. That's not a fantasy. That's a possibility waiting for you to claim. You've seen it. The empty buzz, the predictable stories, the repetitive promises that sound more like marketing than mission. You deserve better. The founders you want to back deserve better. The future we all share demands better. So here's the challenge. Strip away the noise. See ESG for what it is. Sometimes leverage, sometimes smokescreen, rarely the salvation. Then, fuel your decisions with ruthless inquiry and fearless expectations. Don't be lulled by comfort or consensus. Push the boundaries, question every claim, and reward only those who show fire in their conviction and freedom in their action. Because at the end of the day, ESG's true power isn't in reports or ratings. It's in the hands of those who refuse to live a borrowed life, who won't settle for borrowed values, who'll fight to unleash the true potential of the limited partner role. That's you. That's your moment. Don't just invest, transform. Don't just believe. Act. Don't just watch, lead. When you do this, when you drag ESG out of the shadows and into the harsh light of real accountability, you don't just change portfolios, you change the game. You become the edge from which genuine progress emerges. So look beyond the surface, smell the smoke, see the leverage, and then rise. Not for comfort, not for consensus, but for freedom. The freedom to become the LP who does not merely put money into a fund, but puts fire into the future. Because the world needs LPs who will stop using ESG as a checkbox or a weapon and start using it as a tool of genuine transformation. Who will refuse to be prisoners of illusion. Who will dismantle systems that serve mediocrity. And who will unleash the power of the truly liberated individual. Those founders and companies who dare to create what's next. This is the call. This is the fight. This is the moment where what seems impossible becomes inevitable. And it starts with you.